Hey guys, Mike from Video Minecrafters here in another video. Today I just want to show you guys a little bit about the server that you've seen in the past videos. So, our old world unfortunately got corrupted about 2 months ago. We all took a break. It was quite frustrating. I wasn't able to back up and fix what was going on. So I developed a new world and we started building recently. And right behind me, you see one of the starting villages slash towns, and it's just going to be a nice little fishing port village. And we made some shanties in the back with thatch roofs, and I'll show you around. Now, I plan on releasing the schematics for all these designs. I'm just curious if you guys would be interested in something like this. It is a little bit different, but if anybody's trying to create a port city or harbor on their own server or world or whatever you guys want, it's a quick little pack that you can copy and paste and whatnot and have some fun with it. It's a very simple design, so I don't really mind giving it away. And yeah, the only downside is they're not going to be detailed on the inside. That's left to you guys. They do have 2 floors, as you can see. You just need to do that. I just released the world for you guys, so maybe you can put it on that world. The only thing that you guys are not going to receive in the pack is this big building here. This is more of a custom building. It's our bank system. So I created the two-story bank, and with the help of Emily, she did the interiors while I did the structure. It's just something that I want specifically for my server itself, but it's really easy to replicate if you guys want to replicate it. But yeah, so I'll just show you guys over here some of the designs. So I built them all up here originally, and I kind of pasted them around just because when we were planning the city, I didn't really know how we're gonna have it. So Emily told me to just come up with some designs, and I did. I started with the little small one there. It's a small little tiny fishing shanty with open roofs. You can replace those with trapdoors. I just chose to leave them like that. Then there's a somewhat bigger one, actually a pretty big one. Then we move over to the 2-story one, which I really like the design, how it came out. Also, if you guys want, I can do a tutorial on how to make one of these. I can do like a regular size one, maybe like that. And literally, it's basically the exact same thing as you go all the way up to even these. As you can see, it's not a square, it's more of a rounded design building. And then I just implemented an A-frame with overhangs and little balconies like so. But if you guys want, let me know. I will be posting a video shortly with all these schematics saved, so you can just copy and paste them into the world. But yeah, so 2-story one. Then I have a more of like a shop style. So typically the shop owners probably are more wealthier than the fishermen, so they have a nicer home. Like what Emily said, they hired somebody to actually do the roofs compared to just that. So same concept. I think we've already flew into this one over down there. Then I have a somewhat bigger one with a bigger, more grand roof, nicer overhangs, just a generally bigger design. And then over here we actually have a proper shop that we turn into our fishing shop, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside when it's all fully completed. So this is what it looks like without an interior. And then I'll fly over here, and that's the shop there. Emily added a little chimney. I just chose not to in the original design. But this is our little shop. We have invisible item frames for that there. And then detailed inside, we have a nice little fishing store, where on our server you'll be able to get fishing nets, harpoons. You can buy and sell fish supplies here, and you can learn about the fishing skill, which I don't want to tease too much because it's not done yet, but we're gonna have a really unique fishing style plugin or profession. So yeah, this is just a general little nice interior Emily did. Really cool looking fireplace design. I really like how she implemented that in using the stone brick walls, and it just adds depth. I really like the design. Yeah, now I'll show you a bit around other parts of the map. just because I don't want to keep you guys left out in what's going on. I'm going to be trying to do weekly updates of the server, showing everything we've completed. This is a big boat that Emily completed. I don't want to show too much of it because you as a player will come and discover this boat. It's actually the first place you land when you enter the main world versus the tutorial island. You'll exit here, make your way to probably one of these two buildings here, and start getting quests. There is a little secret down there, but I'll leave that to you guys to explore. And I came up with this little cool compass design here in the main square. We'll be adding some marketplaces and some little shops here and there. A lot of the interiors are not finished because we did this last night, so these are not completed, but Emily started working on the shanties. So they all have interiors, I believe. I think except for this one, yeah. This one's not done yet. Another quick question. Would you guys be interested in me live streaming on YouTube? So I can live stream in the afternoon, roughly noon my time / 2 o'clock p.m. my time. I'm Central, I think Central Time, Ontario, Canada. So if you're in Europe, just -6 hours from your current time. If you're in California, add 3 hours, etc., etc. So I'll show you a little bit around. I don't have pathways yet this far, but we'll go all the way over here. Because I know a pathway starts somewhere over here along the river. Yeah, right here. So we got a nice little vertical sideways bridge. And I'm going to be doing a video on detailing rivers. So that's why this river is not really detailed along the sides. I kind of just hand built this river all the way through. Follow the path. I will show you guys that in another video just because I want to do a nice cinematic, and it's a really pretty village. Emily built that. She went basically above and beyond what I asked. I said just a nice little barbarian / bandit outpost, and she basically created a central hub for questing, which is just blew me away. But we'll continue along the path, and I had a structure here earlier today, but I deleted it because I feel like it didn't fit. But I have, there's a nice little camp design here. There's going to be a wandering trader or a junk merchant. So if you find any junk loot, like extra quest supplies, if you accidentally farm too many times, you can just go and sell the extras over there. Over here we have Fred's Farm. Fred's Farm will be a pretty decent quest. I don't want to give anything away about his quest line yet. It's still in development, but I think it's going to be a really fun quest. So yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you guys about that. Also, I'll go more into that building in a moment. Over here we have a nice little cave design. So in here, you can get mining supplies, you can get gathering supplies, and there's some more supplies this way. This is just a small little mini boss dungeon. So there will be custom gathering, there will be enchanting, alchemy, potion making, all that good stuff, and cooking and whatnot. So collecting berries will actually be a skill in the game, a profession, upon also receiving stuff for fishing, like bugs and worms and a whole bunch of other stuff that you can use to get higher levels and grind more. So in here there's a nice bunch of bushes, and again, more mining supplies. Coal is going to be abundant on the server because you're going to be using it for smithing. And then over here we got a little tiny bandit camp with, as you can see, more gathering supplies over there. Now we'll head back to Fred's farm because I want to show you guys the building a little bit more. I'm sorry I'm rambling so much. We're already like 9 minutes into the video. I'm going to try and speed it up because a lot of people don't watch after the first maybe 4 minutes of the video. So here we have a design where instead of using your typical one piece wood or one beam sidings, we have a more like a 4 beam versus like something like this along the sides. We have 2 piece. Now Emily came up with the design while we were doing a blacksmith over there. I'll show you that in a moment. And I really like making this style because it's so simple yet it's so grand. It makes you feel so tiny. And with this design, you can add custom heads. So these are spruce heads turned, and then add in buttons for nails, and it looks really good. So this is Fred's little farmhouse. Nothing crazy. He's going to be standing back here, and I'll just head upstairs. This is more of like storage, and he's got his little bed there. So let's head back down. So I'll show you one of the first hub locations. So I'll follow the path in case when you guys get on the server you want to know where to go. So from the fork, we went left originally. We're going to go right this time. And we're just going to follow this path all the way to the mining outpost. Now this here is going to be, oh sorry, I hit my microphone, I'm not used to it there. This is going to be basically your hub for beginner mining and smithing and basically crafting. In this village you're going to receive contracts. So right here when you walk into the village, there's going to be this camp with an NPC who will give you basically mining contracts. In return, he'll give you currency and XP. So upon getting regular XP for just doing the same thing that you're going to do anyway, you can get bonus XP and bonus cash. So that's going to be a really nice like daily thing you can do, so people don't just abuse it. Over here we're going to have a bank, and then along this right path we have our fancy blacksmith that I was talking about earlier. Now me and Emily built this. Majority of her, I kind of did like the surrounding, and then just some little details here and there. But this is where you're going to learn how to do smithing. There's going to be an NPC here, and then you guys will be able to use these anvils over here to craft exotic armors and weapons and some cool fancy stuff. Interior, not finished yet. We still got to get along to it. And this is where I did the cart tutorial if you guys watched that. Inside here, there's basically 3 levels, plus a bonus level if you are skilled enough. But this is where it's going to be kind of like skill based. So on this top level there's a lot of coal, which is going to be more than abundant. As you go down a level there's going to be iron deposits and some gold, and then once you go down one more you're going to have more iron, more coal, more gold, and then some sneaky emerald if you're willing to get there. I'm not going to tell you how to get out. That's going to be for you guys to figure out. But if you have the mining level and you have the know-how to sneak out of there, I'll give you a hint. You can't climb out. So there is some parkour to actually get off this level and up to that level, because there's no other way of getting down there or getting back up other than jumping, compared to these other levels where there's a pathway there that exits over there, and then on this side here, and then out where we built the cart in the last tutorial. So that's all I really want to show for this part. We're still got a lot to do. This whole area is going to be populated with buildings, shops, quest areas, and some good stuff, and that's just like a little platform where we're building. But that's really all we've done in the last week on the server. If you guys want to help us out, if you guys want to come join in on our project, join our Discord. It's in the description, and come chat with us, and we'll see if you can come help us out. So yeah, anyways guys, subscribe, because I've noticed a lot of you are not subscribed. About 96% of you guys are not subscribed. So if you can, subscribe to the video, or subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you in the next video guys. Peace.